Welcome, Sacramento International to Byron. That's gonna be our gateway to San Francisco area. So I hope you get excited. As for the weather, I just skip it today because we've gone through so many weather briefings and it's basically clear weather today. Maybe there might be some clouds on the coast, but we are not reaching the coast, so we are fine. Our destination has 2 runways, almost perpendicular to each other. One is shorter, one is longer. Just beware, runway 30 and 05 have right traffic patterns. That's all I mention here. And the way you can know is from the chart supplement here. It says right traffic, and also on the sectional, or this is the terminal area chart tag. You can see right pattern 5 and 30. Theta frequency of our destination is 1234.05. Route planning. Okay, let me switch to the map for that. Basically, we could have gone like in a straight way, but I wanted to use these visual reporting points that are marked by this maroon flag as much as I could to be able to report my position. So first is Davis, then is Isleton, and then this is not visible here, but if I switch to San Francisco tag, I can see that this is Antioch Bridge here. Since the flight is so short anyway, I will just use these points. That will also allow me to avoid this alert area, alert 682. And if I go to the top of the chart and zoom in, you can see that alert area 682 is to 6,000 north of Travis Air Force Base and to 3,000 south of Travis Air Force Base. Extended runway center lines. If I look back at this, you can see that this is Travis Air Force Base, and this alert area basically covers, the extended center line, meaning there will be a lot of military aircraft flying, but we should be avoiding it just to the east. Otherwise, we have a Class Charlie Airport, Sacramento International, that we are departing, and then we have like two Class Delta airports here, but we should be, or I will be avoiding them. If you're not, then just have it on your mind that you need to be in a two-way communication with the tower, be able to pass that Class Delta. Of course, if you are above Class Delta, then you don't need to call them at all. Yes, and then from the bridge, it's a short way to Byron. If I again switch to attack, which you can see much more clearer, like the features of the Earth and so on, then you could see that it's basically sitting between the Los Vaqueros Reservoir and Clifton Court Forebay. Clifton Court Forebay and Los Vaqueros Reservoir. If you fly to Bethany Reservoir here, you are too far away. If I quick check just the weather for the destination, for now they have a wind from 010 at 9 knots, 010 minus 13, so it's basically from the magnetic north. Yeah, it's from the magnetic north. So in that case, I believe that the most probable runway would be runway 30 to land at. In that case, it's right traffic pattern, and that means this one. So basically joining from Clifton Court Forebay, right there.
You mean left traffic?
30 has the right pattern.
I thought it was the other one that had right pattern, wasn't it?
30, it's written right here. Right traffic pattern 5 and 30.
Oh, my bad.
All right. Yeah, so this is again example of the navlog. As you can see, it's gonna be short, 24 minutes, maybe longer, depending on the departure flight. Yeah, so since we have an ATC, let's go through that. We don't have it that often, and so this is like an example call that you might make. If I check the current ATIS from KSMF, I can see that they have information alpha. So you read that in this 320 at 8. So that's going to be runway 35 left, hopefully. And in that case, it would be ground. November 123 Alpha Bravo is a, well, we would call tower because we have only tower. So capital tower, November 123 Alpha Bravo is a type, a Piper Comanche, south, general aviation parking with information alpha, taxi for VFR departure to the south, and that's it, because if we are taking runway 35, then they will be starting at Alpha 13 and Alpha 11. Interesting info in here. NOTAMs runway 34 left and runway 34 right renumbered. Runway 35 left and 35 right. Okay, so now it's runway 35 left and 35 right, and I believe that in the very near past, or very close past, the numbers were 3/4 right. So in this case, they will give us the instructions what to do after takeoff. We can help them in a way that instead of saying taxi for VFR departure to the south, we can say taxi for the VFR departure toward Davis, right? Because if I look at the chart here, Davis is the visual reporting point, and the tower should be perfectly aware of that. So they know that we're going to want to go through Davis, and in that case, they can, send us there. So probably will give us a left downwind departure or something like that. But we'll see. So I will try to inform them that I want to go through Davis. Yeah, so that's departure. En route, yeah, that's the same as always, so I'll just skip it for today. Arrival, as I said, we have runway 30, so without getting too much into it, that's a right traffic pattern, and if we are using that, I would recommend arriving like this to the downwind and then continue landing like that. Be already at the elevation plus 1000 feet. So basically 1000 feet AGL already here. Okay, and I wanted to maybe, obviously this is not Byron, but this is a slide I already used almost a year ago, I believe, or even more than a year ago. But I just wanted to demonstrate, how to fly a traffic pattern, because I'm planning to fly one, maybe 3 or 4 circuits when I arrive at Byron. We'll see how that goes. So let's say these speeds are for a Cessna 172. So you need to adjust for your aircraft, definitely. One moment. Yeah, okay. So basically rotate at VR, and then you climb. Let me take the laser pointer. You climb a runway heading, basically. When you are at 700 feet AGL, you can begin the crosswind turn, and you also call that you are turning left crosswind. In our case, it would be right crosswind, obviously, right crosswind runway 30. And then airport name at the end. And then you continue climbing all the way to 1000 feet AGL. You level off, and when you are about 1 to 1.5 miles away, then you turn to downwind and you try to fly that downwind in this distance or at this distance, and of course making the call when you are turning. Then I mentioned maintain reasonable airspeed, right? So it doesn't make any sense to rush the downwind because then you will need to slow down anyway. Then I would start slowing down already on the downwind, latest at a beam of the runway. And there are 2 points where it is recommended to commence the descent, either abeam the numbers or when turning base. Some like to start the descent already abeam the numbers. I am one of them, at least in a Cessna 172. I can use this turn to base basically to slow down the aircraft, right? So if I start turning and will try to keep altitude, then will definitely slow down if I don't increase power. And I can commence steady descent, again calling that left base turn. Yeah, and on this leg, already gear down and flaps to the first position. Then you turn, slow down even more. You can do a second notch of flaps if you want to. And when turning final, again, roughly this is like a guideline that be at like 500 feet AGL and also slow down even more, continue all the way to landing. The full flaps are really optional. Any flaps in our small aircraft are optional. If we have higher winds, usually you don't use the full flaps, especially if it's a crosswind, so you can fly a little bit faster and have better control. Over the threshold, you should already be at landing speed and obviously roll out or flare. Ideally, from this point you start your descent all the way to the runway. You can maintain somewhat steady descent. So if you fly it in a way that you descend to something, then you turn, and you find out that you are already too low, and then you fly level all the way here and then start the descent again. That's better than just descending all the way and hitting the ground, obviously. But in the next circuit, try to maybe descend a little bit more slowly with the slower rate, so you are able to achieve somewhat steady descent all the way to touchdown. So this is how Americans fly it. Any questions to this? If not, let's go flying. Let's be quick today. Let's hit that tower. Do not scare him. Try to behave.
Happy flying.
Happy flying. Okay. Well, we'll see if it gets any better. Slightly more. Okay. Sure. Aircraft. Around. Changing the oil pressure in the very good. In it. It's avionics. I'll download my navlog here. And I believe 1.5. Yeah, this is good. Navlog. And just paste it there. Sequence tuned in. Have the squawk. I believe nothing prevents us from going, does it? Still, we get the weather. Sync our directional gyro. Still a little bit of time. And we do like this. Yes. 5s. And if I check the 80s, alpha, and we have altimeter 286, yeah, which is there. Yeah, right. To it. Capital Tower, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie. Okay.
Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, Capital Tower.
Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie is Viper Comanche at South General Aviation Parking. We have information Alpha and request VFR taxi for VFR departure to the south via Davis.
Hi, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, stand by 1.
So, should stand.
Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, Capital Tower, maintain VFR below 2,500, squawk tree 2.
VFR below 2,500, 3332 for Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie.
Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, read back capital altimeter 2986, runway 35 left, taxi via Golf 1 Alpha.
Altimeter 2986 and we'll be taxiing to 35 left via Golf 1 and Alpha, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie. Alright, let's get going. Golf 1 should be the add one. to track my flight.
Capital Tower, November 91 Papa Charlie.
91 Papa Charlie, Capital Tower.
November 91 Papa Charlie is private Comanche at the South GA parking with information Alpha, requesting taxi for VFR departure to the south via Davis.
91 Papa Charlie, Capital Tower, maintain VFR below 2,500, squawk 321 tree.
Maintain VFR below 2,500 and squawk 3213. 91 Papa Charlie.
91 Papa Charlie, read back correct, capital altimeter 2986, ATC Alpha. And runway 35 left, taxi via Golf 1 Alpha.
91 Papa Charlie.
I said 91 Papa Charlie, do you want taxi as well?
Yes, please.
91 Papa Charlie, runway 35 left, taxi via Golf 1 Alpha.
35 left via Golf, then Alpha. 91 Papa Charlie.
Right, everything nice. Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, runway 35 left, ready for departure.
Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, on course departure approved, winch 3308, runway 35 left, for takeoff.
Say again, speak slowly, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie.
Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, on course departure approved, winch 3308, runway 36 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 35 left, clear for takeoff, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie. Right. Got the timer. Everything on. After departure, we'll be turning left. 6. There. Airspeed is alive.
Capital Tower, November 620 Bravo. We're at the south ramp requesting taxi to taxi for VFR departure to the south via Davis with information Alpha.
Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, radar contact altitude.
Altitude 400 feet, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie.
Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, roger. November 620 Bravo, Capital Tower, maintain VFR out below 2,500, squawk tree, actually, you know what? 620 Bravo, maintain VFR out below 2,500, squawk 6344.
Maintain VFR at or below 2,500 and we're squawking 6344 for November 620.
620 Bravo, read back correct, capital altimeter 2985, runway 35 left, taxi via Golf 1 Alpha.
Altimeter 2988, and we're going to taxi 35 left via Golf 1 Alpha.
Kappa, latest information, Bravo, winds 3206, altimeter 2985.
Okay, let's let off.
Good afternoon, Capital Tower. This is November 75600.
November 75600, Capital Tower.
November 75600 is a Cessna Type 172 parked in the South General Aviation Parking, requesting a VFR departure to the south.
November 75600, Capital Tower, maintain VFR out below 2500, squawk 6357.
Could you please repeat that?
For November 75600, maintain VFR at or below 2500, squawk 6357.
Maintain VFR below 2500, squawk 6357, November 75600.
November 75600, read back correct, ATC Bravo, altimeter 2985, Gulf taxi. Oscar Kilo, Golf Papa Charlie, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, altitude your discretion.
Frequency change approved, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie. Thank you.
Capital 91 Papa Charlie, ready for departure, 35 left.
91 Papa Charlie, advise you have ATC Bravo.
Stand by.
So this should probably be Davis.
Capital Tower, November 75600, ready for taxiing.
November 75600, runway 35 left, taxi via Golf 1 Alpha.
But Davis should be there 5 minutes. We had some
Taxiing
departure.
via Golf 1
It's
Alpha.
about right.
Taxiing to runway 35 left.
And the kind of the shape of it, yeah, that's Davis right here.
Capital 91 Papa Charlie, we have information Bravo.
November 91 Papa Charlie, your on-course departure is approved, winds 320 at 6, runway 35 left, clear for takeoff.
35 left, clear for takeoff, 91 Papa Charlie.
And I'm gonna do 153. So, landing gear off. Everything else is alright. Go to 805. Listen here, the ATC. I'm probably not doing a 145 though on an airspeed, but that doesn't really matter. At least enjoy the flight a little bit more. That's Davis. So let's start the timer, and it's 6 minutes 20 seconds. That's 6.3 roughly.
November 901 Papa Charlie, radar contacts, altitude.
400 feet, 91 Papa Charlie.
901 Papa Charlie, roger.
now we are heading into some layer there. Let's see how that works out. We should be like flying 14 minutes to Iloton. And what should we see? Well,
And Capital Tower, November 16,
nothing
Bravo,
much.
we just Mission Bravo now ready for departure, holding short 35 left.
Number 62 Sierra Bravo, on course departure approved, winds 320 at 6, runway 35 left, clear for takeoff.
35 left, clear for takeoff, and we'll follow on course.
Have
departure,
some
November.
power lines and probably a railway line, and then we have a deep water ship channel that should be roughly in the middle, and this should be roughly in maybe, so this is like 8 minutes and this should be like 4 minutes. We're crossing some power lines. Like 2 minutes. Maybe this line might be it. Let's see. Very calm today.
Capital Tower, holding short on runway 35 left, November 75600.
Air 75600, runway 35 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, November 75600.
Number 650 Bravo, Squawk Mode Charlie.
We have power lines there, and we are at 3 minutes. That's about right. And I believe here we see that Sacramento River and a deep water channel.
Number 650 Bravo, radar contacts, altitude.
Passing through 800, 60 Sierra Bravo.
Number 620 Bravo, roger.
Bearing 152.
Number 91 Papa Charlie, leaving Sacramento Class Charlie airspace in 1 mile, altitude your discretion, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, 91 Papa Charlie.
That's deep water channel here.
And number 75600, just verify your southbound departure.
Yes, VFR departure to the south.
November 650, correction, November 75600, my apologies, make left downwind departure, winds 320 at 6, runway 35 left, clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff with the left downwind departure, November 75600.
Now we have the mountain here, which is actually should be there somewhere, I believe. The Mount Diablo. Strongly believe that. So hopefully that it is. And we need to kind of look closely. There is nothing much. We have the channel, and the river should actually turn a little bit. Yeah, to the left, so that's it. In case we are not in the correct position. Add it on. Let's see. Anyway, this is higher. Also have some very tall antennas here. Should be as well, at least. We'll see. Some other stuff joining on water. So what could that be? Is there any water here? Might I be here? Maybe.
75600, radar contacts altitude.
Say again, November 75600.
75600, radar contact at 1000.
Radar contact to 1000. November 75600.
So, roughly in the middle.
Number 620 Bravo, leaving Sacramento, class Charlie, airspace 1 mile, altitude your discretion, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Change approved, that was okay, sir. November 620 Bravo.
Here I can see those transmitters on the left. That means that I should be already reaching this point. Which maybe I am, because this is kind of wider. Should be already there. And in that case, very shortly after this band here, we should have this isleton. I don't know what that is. And the river needs to be there, so let's head there and let's see. Have. But it doesn't look right because I'm just 8 minutes from there, so oh, it should take 10 minutes, not 14. My bad. Yeah, so in that case it can be it. We have bigger water in front of us, yes, so it must be.
Number 75600, leaving Sacramento, class Charlie, airspace in 1 mile, altitude your discretion, VFR, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, November 75600.
This is this isleton. Problems reading my nav log there. Set. Let's turn. Now we will fly along this river all the way to the beach, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, all the way to the bridge. Let's switch the pack chart, and then bridge should be, if I look correctly, probably there. right in front of us. Right in front of us is that Mount Diablo. So we have found ourselves in let's check the weather at our destination. 330 at 9er. Better. Meter by 320 or something. I will touch my OPS needle and about like that, like this. Far to the bridge, 5 minutes. Using my elevator at all. Time to time I'm descending and ascending, climbing. See any bridge though. Does the chart say? Antioch Bridge. Be right there. Slightly to the right. Course to the airport group 141. Set it up. Not course, heading obviously. Has collapsed. Form and there is no bridge. Just a ramp. Like this. Yeah. Bridge. Timer 4:15. There, and it is not. Let's review. Altitude 79er. Altimeter was 987, which we basically half. Just tick. One water there. We're following some road, which is correct. Another road. Again, like railroad, following railroad, and we will cross it, and someplace there should be our destination. It takes us about 5 minutes to get there. Obviously we need to start descending a little bit sooner, and I believe I wanted to fly over this lake, over the Clifton Port Forebay, or towards it, so I can then join right down into my 30. Titan frequency. Should have made a call already. Byron traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, so Piper Comanche about 8 miles northwest at 2,500 feet. Be joining right downwind runway 30, Byron. Yeah, so let's head towards the forebay lake, and then look up that it is set to 0 right here. However, don't see that result. The other side here. Maybe it's behind hills. Yeah, it might be. Start to the end. Oh, interesting. On the map, it's not really. Bay. That's nice. Interesting project. Boat. Can visit some. Nice. Aircraft just sand. Farm windmills.
Traffic, Byron, traffic, November 60 Bravo, we're at 2,500 feet, 15 miles to the north, inbound for some touch and go practice at runway 30, Byron traffic.
Blind. Oh, there it is. Okay. Really blind. Let's just reset. stations. I switch to tanks. I climbed in the process. It's on.
Byron traffic, November 620 Bravo, no I get 1500, still inbound to touch and go, practice on runway 30, and traffic, Byron traffic.
Byron traffic, Oscar Kilo Papa Charlie joining right downwind runway 30 at 45 for touch and go, Byron. Okay.
Byron traffic, November 91 Papa Charlie is at Papa Comanche, 10 miles to the northwest at 3,500 feet. Inbound for some touch and goes and a landing, and that will be for downwind runway 30.
So, down, flaps full. Byron traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, turning right base runway 30 for touch and go, Byron. Flaps. Byron traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie, turning final runway 30, touch and go, Byron.
Byron traffic, November 620 Bravo, and we're now on right downwind for runway 30, Byron. Byron traffic, November 620 Bravo, now turning right base runway 30, Byron.
up. Off.
And Byron, traffic number 620 Bravo, turning final runway 30, Byron.
Byron traffic as per kilo Charlie turning right, going from 0, Byron.
Byron traffic, 91 Papa Charlie, 2 miles to the north. We'll join right downwind for the 30.
Byron traffic as per kilo Charlie turning right downwind runway 30, Byron.
Byron, traffic November 620 Bravo, now clear of the runway 30, climbing now right upwind runway 30.
Byron traffic, November 75600 is a Cessna Type 172, about 15 miles to the north of the airport, inbound for a full stop landing on runway 30, Byron traffic.
Byron, traffic November 620 Bravo, turning right crosswind for runway 30, Byron.
Byron traffic, 91 Papa Charlie, joining right downwind at 45 degrees for runway 30.
Landing here.
And Papa Charlie, we'll do orbit on the crosswind and then join downwind behind you, 620 Bravo.
I only read you like 2 or maybe 3. You're not coming through very clear, but I saw you on climbing out just a moment ago. I don't see you right now.
Oh, I was just stating that I would make an orbit to join in behind you, but I've already got into a position behind you, so disregard.
I understand you'll come behind me. 91 Papa Charlie.
Byron traffic as per kilo Charlie turning right base runway 30 for Django.
Byron, traffic November 620 Bravo, turning right downwind runway 30. Byron.
Second 95s. Is down. Byron traffic as per kilo Charlie turn final runway 30 for Django, Byron.
Byron traffic, 91 Papa Charlie, turning right base 30.
And Byron traffic, November 620 Bravo doing a left orbit on right downwind for runway 30, Byron.
Byron traffic, 91 Papa Charlie, turning final, 30, touch and go.
Up. Off. Byron traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, turning right, crosswind runway 30, Byron.
And Byron traffic, November 620 Bravo turning right base for full stop runway 30, Byron.
Byron traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, turning right downwind runway 30, Byron.
Byron traffic, November 620 Bravo on final for a full stop runway 30, Byron.
Byron traffic, 91 Papa Charlie, turning right, crosswind, runway 30.
So gear goes down, reflection flaps, and let's start descending. Fuel pump on. And slow it down off.
Byron traffic, 91 Papa Charlie, turning right downwind for runway 30.
Byron traffic, November 620 Bravo, we're clear of runway 30, no taxiing to the ramp for parking via Alpha, Byron.
Byron traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, turning right to base, runway 30, full stop. Byron. And match your flaps. Try to slow it down. Byron traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, turning final runway 30, full stop. Byron. Again, checking the gear down.
Byron traffic, 91 Papa Charlie, turning right base for runway 30. Byron traffic, 91 Papa Charlie, turning final, runway 30, full stop.
Byron traffic, Oscar Kilo, Golf Papa Charlie, clear of the 30 exiting parking. Byron.
Byron traffic, November 75600 is joining the right downwind for runway 30. Byron traffic.
Where are we parking? Park here. Get a photo of gliders. Okay, I believe that's it. So let's down the C. Not so bad. Shape go. Find the airport. My mistake. Yeah, it's way. This Hamilton. The Davis. Fine with day. Which that was there. Well, thank you for watching. Well, happy and safe flying if you partake this